Hello, previous and future King Campers. Today is our pre-recorded message for Tuesday, July 28, 2020. This is Naomi Garwood, together with my co-chair, Alberta Anderson. We thank you for listening and or watching today. Grace and peace to you from God our Father, quoting Colossians 1:2. Our agenda is the same as yesterday, so we begin with greetings. We give special greetings, a shout out to Ruby in Florida, and in Michigan, we know that includes King Campers Bud and Laura Jane and Scott, to the Cuba group, Mel and Dot, Linda and Connie, Richard back in Michigan, in Pennsylvania, Carlton and Emma, and in Arizona, Paul and Nelia, Rick and Connie, and in Penyan, Fritz. And now hymns, comfort food for the soul. What we really appreciate, of course, about Dave Anderson is not just his amazing talent, but the spirit and his sense of humor as well. Thank you, Dave. for our announcements. Yesterday was Meditative Monday. Today is Tuesday, so we're calling it Takeout Tuesday. What we'd like to suggest that you do is think of a place that has yummy food that has takeout. Get it. Encourage a friend to do the same. My gastroenterologist says that we don't have to be socially distant. We need to be physically distant. So you can still be social, but maybe be outside and enjoy your food together. If you're on the grounds, we have several things going on Tuesday. At 10 a.m., there is a Bible study with Dr. Wayne McCowan. He is talking about the book of Hebrews. He very specifically said that even though this Bible study has been going on for several weeks, each study is self-contained. Therefore, you are welcome to come even if you're just here on Tuesday of this week. It's 10 o'clock in the pavilion. Tuesday at 7 p.m. on this tabernacle patio where we are, Suzanne Austin has planned for another T word. You can take a ice cream novelty. Maybe you like those Nutty Buddies or creamsicles. There will be a variety of ice cream novelties. You can take one, and donations are appreciated. Also on this tabernacle patio or around, you are welcome to come at 8:15. When weather permitting, Dave Anderson will again play the keyboard for us. We can listen to hymns and songs. The next announcement is a commercial for King Camp 2021. We know from yesterday that we're going to have a fabulous speaker in Richard Snyder. Today we'd like to talk about exercise opportunities available for you at King Camp 2021. If you don't like the word exercise, we will call them movement activities. One movement activity is golf. We go play over at White Birch, and there's even a senior price to do that. So if you like golfing, please bring your clubs. Another movement activity is my husband's favorite sport that begins with a P and ends with a ball. We all know it is, yes, pickleball. So there will be pickleball, there'll be shuffleboard, lots of movement activities, and walking. One of the best movement activities we have is with Richard Morton. He is also back by popular demand because he was here last year. Richard represents FMF, Free Methodist Foundation, and so this exercise is called FMF Fit. We are so pleased that he is coming back. You know, last year it seemed from Monday to Friday, more and more people were joining, and in the evaluations, one person said, I should have started sooner. Please bring him back. So we're so excited Richard Morton will come back, and he will lead us in exercise. For our devotional, we went around the campground. We thought, who has a name that's Wayne, and he'd be willing to do a devotional and share a favorite scripture. So today it's going to be Wayne McCowan. Wayne is no stranger to many of us who go to King Camp regularly. For one thing, he's been a small group facilitator. You may also have seen Wayne literally on the roof, although I believe Darlene has said no more roof working, volunteering. He has also power washed and worked quite a bit on us having that Commons building when he was LCC board president. Anyways, he is going to share some favorite scriptures, and we are grateful to you, Wayne. Thank you. Then at the end, let's watch for some pictures of previous King Camps. Have a blessed day.
Lamentations chapter 3 verses 22 to 24 have had a significant impact on my personal life. Just before Christmas in 1969, I submitted final draft of my doctoral dissertation for faculty review. That had been an exhausting project. I'd been working for 70 to 90 hours per week for about 6 months, and so I was physically tired, but it also was a time of nervous emotion and energy. And I felt I needed to keep my mind occupied because I would have to wait now for 2 to 3 months before I heard whether or not I had passed. So I decided that I would give attention to some readings in contemporary theology. I had spent nearly a decade focused exclusively on biblical studies, and now I was going to be graduating and teaching some theology courses as well as Bible courses, and I felt I needed to get up to speed. So I began that process, and just about the time that project began in the spring of 1970, news hit the airwaves, you could say, and I saw newspapers with headlines that were an inch tall that said, "God is dead!" exclamation mark. And that impacted me like a bombshell, because here I had spent all this time studying theology, only to find out that the subject of my study no longer existed. This was called atheistic theology, which sounds like a contradiction in terms, does it not? Indeed. But I pursued this with real vigor. I read everything I could get my hands on, books and essays. I even attended a lecture by one of the major key scholars promoting this new theology. It was during that time, for the first time in my life, and never since, that I turned to the book of Lamentations for my morning devotions. And when I got into chapter 3, reading at that time from the Revised Standard Version, these were the words that I saw before me, and I said, I could not say it better myself. This was exactly where I was at in my own personal experience, kind of echoing that of the ancient Israelites in their time of suffering and lament. He has made my teeth grind on gravel. My soul is bereft of peace. I have forgotten what happiness is. So I say, gone is my glory and my expectation from the Lord. But this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I will hope in him.